thank you so much. Good morning to you all. It's so wonderful to be in the Republic of Korea. It's my first time being here, but I can tell you that as an American, we know that the Korean people are great friends of the United States, and your country's been a great ally to the United States. And one of the things I think a lot of people don't even know more recently, some may think it's a small thing, but in Washington, D.C., we have a Korean War memorial. And it's been there for a long time, and there was a movement in recent years to supplement that memorial with something called the Wall of Remembrance. So it literally lists the names of everybody that was killed in action during the Korean War, including the Korean augmentees to U.S. Armed Forces. And so, that took tens of millions of dollars to do, and the majority of that money was actually done by Koreans to help build supplement to this memorial in the United States. And so to me, that really says a lot about the friendship. It says a lot about the appreciation for the U.S. Being with the folks here all the way back in the beginning 70 years ago. So, and when you looked at that war memorial, we never want to lose anybody. You guys don't want to lose anybody. But then you think about what that war meant, and then you see the satellite images that people will do of the Korean Peninsula, and you see South Korea lit up like a Christmas tree, commerce, freedom, all this. And then you look at North Korea, and it's dark. It's despair. It's basically a prison where you have a totalitarian system. And so you have one of the most vibrant democracies in the world. Same people, same heritage. Just go right over that DMZ, and you have one of the most sad places anywhere in the world. So if that doesn't tell you that the values matter, that freedom matters, I don't think you could ever have a sharper contrast between two areas. So we're proud that South Korea is one of the top trading partners with the state of Florida. Over $1.6 billion in trade. We think that there's opportunity to do more. We think there's opportunity to expand this partnership. We definitely are very impressed with all the innovation that has taken place in the Republic of Korea. I mean, I think if you look for the size of the country and the amount of things that are being done here, really, really impressive, the scale that's been done. So we want to be there to help improve the lives of Floridians with some of the businesses that we have here. And you guys already have a good footprint in different parts of Florida for some of the main companies. But I would tell you that the United States, the population is really shifting internally. We've seen a really, really strong migration out of places like New York and Chicago, even California, into Sunbelt states like Florida, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, and there's a lot of reasons for that. There's different approaches to COVID pandemic where those other states were very restrictive. We were very open. They also have much higher taxes, much more difficult business environments. We have a positive business environment, no personal income tax, and very low corporate taxes. And then you also just have, we do the basics well. There's been states and cities in the United States that have turned their back on law and order, and they've even attacked people that are police officers. Well, that has caused crime to go up in those areas. People don't feel as safe. And at the end of the day, we can sit here and talk about education, business, all that, and it's important. None of that matters. You don't have public safety. And so we've been very strong on supporting police and maintaining public safety. So Florida, even though other parts of the country, you've seen some really significant crime spikes, in Florida, our crime rate's at a 50-year low. And so it's a good place to do business, also a good place to raise a family. And so we think that the amount of wealth that's moved into the state just since I've been governor has been tens of billions of dollars relocating from other parts of the United States into the state of Florida. And we've never had any state in the country in American history that has had as much wealth move into a state over a similar period of time. I think those trends are going to continue. I think Florida is a place where businesses are going to want to continue to be, and so we just want to make sure we're making the appropriate connections. I know we're going to be doing stuff. We're going to do an MOU today, I believe, with Space Florida. We're very proud of being the launch capital of the world for space. If you look at what's going on with commercial flights, with Elon Musk and all these people, this is something that is going to be huge going into the future. A lot of that is being done right in the state of Florida at Cape Canaveral and Kennedy Space Center. Huge companies, massive investment. It's a great place to be, and so I know we're going to be working with one of the companies here to help do that. And then just other things that we do very well. I mean, we're really strong in financial services. You've seen a lot of that migrate out of the Northeast into places like Miami and Palm Beach. We're also somebody that stresses manufacturing and stresses workforce. And so there's things that we're able to do now in Florida, particularly with space, but also beyond that, that they may not have been doing in years past. So we're excited about the future, what the future holds in the state of Florida. We're really excited to be here in Korea, to be able to work with you. And I would just be remiss if I didn't say it's not just true in Florida, but through the United States. Korean Americans are a huge contribution to the United States in terms of what they're able to do, not just from a business perspective, medical, you name it, but also I think really reinforcing the values of the United States, being very focused on industry, hard work, also being very focused on family. So I know many of you probably have friends or family in the United States, and just please know as Governor of Florida, we very much appreciate those contributions. Thank you.